went got something to eat, and now I'm back, and I think that I was going to test out... Let me turn the music down. I think that I was going to test out my new spell thingamajig. So I gotta ready that. And... I forget which one of these I'm testing out. Maybe this one. So we got that, and... Oh, it can't be used in combat? Okay. So what does it do? Oh my goodness! I could just transport myself to those towns, or... I want a quick save. Let's do it! No, don't talk to people. I pressed right. You just didn't see me. Oh my goodness. It's totally transporting me to these towns. How much did that use up, though? Yeah, this is like the first town. I like that music. So the music normally plays pretty loud for me, so you might not be able to hear it that well because I have the microphone pointed away from the speakers. If it was pointed toward the speakers, it would probably pick up a lot more. I'm just gonna, like, as long as it lets me, I'm probably just gonna keep transporting myself back to this town to go to the inn. Because there's no point in staying at an inn that's incredibly expensive elsewhere. Which way I came from. Oh, okay, and I just noticed that it uses up 13 mana, or magic points, or magic power, whatever MP stands for. This has to be the goofiest fight of all time. I seriously love these guys. This is my favorite part of the game now. Just the way these guys fight is my favorite. I want them as a pet. Trying to figure out which way I came from. Sorry, I'm just pausing to admire the way that they move. Now I'm starting to think that maybe the animator, programmer, whoever did mess it up, but just kept it because it was so entertaining. watch these guys slide for no reason. They obviously shouldn't have to slide. They have the animations for going in any directions. It's just the strangest thing that they do. Oh, okay, this is the direction I came from. Because that's when I came out of the cave. That's so awesome. Well, actually, I think, at least now I know where I'm going. I'm going to now grind off camera for a bit and use that new spell that gives me lots of boomerangs. So I'll be off doing that. Oops. I must never have gotten this map because this guy just gave me a map to Parma and said, now, like something to the effect of, now your quest truly begins. And then he's like, did you use the map? After I question him again. Visit churches often. There you may save your journeys for later use. Huh. Yeah, right. The Steam version doesn't have that option. Anyways, still grinding. Did I turn that? Turned on the recording somehow. Turn back off. I'm not done grinding. Found something. It's a treasure chest. You open the chest. There's leather armor inside. Do you take it? Probably sucks compared to whatever armor I'm using, but I quick saved, so let's try. Take. Yes, I want to drop one of these many shields that I have. I seriously have too many shields. Leather armor is gonna suck. Leather armor is like one step above clothing. So let's have a look. AC 507. Put on leather armor. Yep, that's drastically worse. And just think about it, this guy, he has a poison shield, a mirage sword, and just plain old leather armor. Something weird going on. Gotta get on some armor that's cooler. Because who trades silver armor with leather armor? .507. That's the armor class we want. I think the most successful way to play this game would be to when going into dungeons and caves, along the way there, after having rested in an inn, don't fight anything. even in the cave, probably don't fight anything. So you're there to get a map for each floor and whatever valuable items are in there. All the grinding you could do outside, probably. Ah, crap. I ran out. Ran out of magic because I wasn't paying attention, so now I'm going into the overpriced inn. See, that's over 12 times the amount that I could be spending right now if I just didn't fire off that last bit of magic. I'm totally a cheapskate in this game, but I do not care because this game is a cheapskate to me. So I think that it's only fair to be stingy. Because it gives me this tiny sword. It only allows me to carry 8 items and 8 weapons and armor. And it's just terribly, terribly not user-friendly at first. Yay! I'm thinking I might do some more grinding though. You know, I've thought about why all of the passageways are so narrow, and I think it's really just because of this first-person view. On the left there, if there weren't trees next to me in like every direction almost, walking forward would not look like anything. If there were 2 spaces that were empty on each side, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't even register on the left. Let's see. That's 3 spaces. Okay, maybe it would have to be wider, but still, it would look... I think it would be just harder to tell directionally where you are and how far you're going if there wasn't something next to you at all times. If there wasn't a wall that you passed up. But anyways, still grinding. I keep wanting to hit the B button when I'm fighting. Why is the B button so useless in combat? It uses the outermost buttons, but not the middle button in combat for some reason. Unless I'm just missing something. But I mean, the B button doesn't hold a shield or anything. Or at least there's no visual cue for anything it does. So I don't know. Here's something I just noticed. I actually misclicked the direction. But check that out. There's a whole other pane for towns. I'm not sure if this will all be used up, but there's probably more towns than the 7 here. And because I forgot what I was doing, I misclicked and transported myself in front of the town I was already in front of. So let's go to the overpriced inn again. I'm getting so bad at cheating the game out of its own money. It's like a fish. Whoop, 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 whoop. The screen transition sound is starting to bug me because it makes sense. If going into a house, it sounds as if you're scraping your shoes on the welcome rug. But anywhere else, that just makes no sense to me. Like he scrapes his shoes on the ground after every battle. for no good reason. I think that's like the subtitle of this game. For no good reason. Green faces for no good reason. Blue sword for no good reason. First person perspective for no good reason. Actually, the first person perspective probably just looked good on the box art. Although, I'm assuming the box art had it. I didn't really check to see if it had screenshots. I suppose it might not, but still. I could see how that would look good on paper. Got a first-person view and an overhead view. It's twice the fun! Except people don't realize that they kind of half-ass the first-person view. Because it's... any way you turn, it's not walls or columns. So any way you turn, it looks the same. There's no stretched perspective here. Just columns. They could supposedly pass through. It looks that way, but no. Who's this guy? Was he here before? Yeah, okay. He was there before. But yeah, box art wouldn't tell you something that specific. And it probably wouldn't want to tell you something that specific either. The box art. Because that would be bad for sales. I do love it though when games try to sell you things on quantity, like 20 spells. Like they would give some kind of crazy adjective before spells, but I'm trying to sell you on all the attributes of the game because they either can't think of anything good to say about the game, or there is nothing good to say about the game. So they sell you on the attributes of the game. Like, some attributes would make sense, like non-linear story would make sense as a selling attribute. And this game so far has a pretty linear story. Yay, leveled up again. Okie dokie. And, you know, it's not actually that difficult to just keep leveling up here, so I feel like I might as well. I'm just killing time anyways. You don't have to see it, because I'm in the same place, battling the same stuff. Oh, and I thought about it, even though it would take less effort to just keep turning around in circles, it's actually a little faster to go back and forth. Because you see that took like a half second, whereas this pretty much, I don't know, I'm thinking like quarter second. I may be totally off in that, but in that estimate, but seems like it takes half the time to just go forward and backward. One thing that I just noticed, and I don't know why it took me this long to notice, but check out the ground in the overhead view and the ground in the first person view. There's grass everywhere, but there's no grass on the overhead view. There's grass over here, but there's just dirt and rocks on this view. And in here, it's even weirder. Let's check this out. It's all stone brick, even the ground. And apparently it wasn't enough of a problem to even bother with it. And it pretty much isn't a problem for the normal gamer who's not that critical. And who doesn't really notice. So I guess it's okay, but it's... as if there wasn't anything else that was immersion breaking. I'm nitpicking about that thing. Yay, I leveled up. Okie doke. So now it's probably about time I get back to doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which is adventuring on. But I'll end the video here.